say this past 16 months has flown by is an understatement. When I began the Newman Outreach Program to become an elementary teacher, I didn't realize all the hard work I would have to do, the sacrifices my family would have to make, or the empowering feeling I would get when this was all over. I guess I just thought I would attend class, anticipate graduation, and breeze through it all. The experience that is coming to an end was one of the toughest and most uplifting events in my life. I'm a married mother of 3 daughters. My husband and I got married when we were very young and started a life together that quickly grew into a family of 5. I put off going to college to stay home with our girls, but always knew I wanted to teach. When I found out about Newman's outreach program, my husband and I decided it was time for me to go back to school. I signed up and got ready for the first day of class. Obviously, I skipped over the important information about actually going to school and doing the work because I was shocked. Going to school 3 nights a week for 4 hours, homework, 3 classes every 8 weeks on top of substituting and raising 3 girls sped up my days and reduced my hours of sleep. As the first set of classes began, I was pumped. I couldn't be more excited to start the process. By the end of the first 8 weeks, I was exhausted. I had no idea how I was going to last the rest of the program. However, seeing the results of the work I was doing and really absorbing all the information I was learning pressed me to keep going. I was excited as each 8 weeks began and came to an end. There were times I was discouraged. I didn't understand the material, was too tired to go to class, or was just plain fed up with the whole process. But encouraging teachers and classmates that understood these feelings helped me suppress these frustrations. For 16 months, I worked harder than I ever had in my life, but it was one of the most satisfying times because I watched all of the girls in my class grow as individuals and educators. I watched my family lean on and support each other in ways we would never have had I not gone back to school. I also learned so much about myself. Completing this program has empowered me beyond measure. I feel a real sense of accomplishment for each class that I passed and for going through the student teaching process. I have seen what I am truly capable of and am more than excited to show this through my career as an elementary teacher. Committing to this program forced my family to make many sacrifices. We sold our house to move into an apartment. My girls had to get used to a babysitter at night when their dad was working and I was at school. When he was home, my husband had to take over homework, supper, baths, and bedtime stories for the girls. He also had to do more cleaning and laundry than he had ever done before. I had stayed home with the girls since they were born, and now I was substituting during the day and going to school at night. This posed for a big change for us all. And my husband is truly amazing. He did all that was needed of him and more without complaining most of the time. Sorry. He probably deserves a giant reward for his support and encouragement throughout all of this. My girls seem to really understand the importance of these sacrifices and were also encouraging and loving. I also had to call on help from much of my family, mostly my parents and sister. I have absolutely no idea how I would have survived the past 16 months without them. My experience going through the Newman Outreach Program to fulfill my desire to become an elementary teacher was a very gratifying experience. I am walking away from this experience with a wealth of knowledge to support me in providing a quality education for all my students. Even more importantly, I am leaving this program knowing more about who I am as a wife, mother, sister, and daughter. My girls were able to watch and help with the completion of my degree, and I couldn't be more proud of the example this sets for them.